Well, hello, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. It's me, it's the Duck. We're going to be playing some wonderful more Plan B. And I must say, something's floating in my glass of water. Don't know what it is. But, I wasn't feeling too well tonight, so it might make it a little bit of a short stream, just because I'm just feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know what's going on, just got a little bit of a feeling, you know? You ever have a little bit of a feeling? Well, that's just kind of how I feel right now. So let's hopefully this goes well, and we'll jump into this wonderful little game, and we'll see how it goes from there, okay? So we'll do the best we can with what we got, and that's all we can ever do, right? So hopefully it will go very, very well, and we won't have any problems. I'm hoping to figure out some of the situations of what we were trying to figure out before, and I'm just having a dandy weekend. Really, really good. So one of the first things that we were trying to do was trying to figure out how to get more food to this place. And I was also trying to figure out what uses certain things. So we're just going to go through each different thing and see if we can figure out something to do here, because we have, of course, tons of oxygen. We've got tons of that. Right now we've been making atmospheric extractors because, well, I just didn't know how to get rid of this stuff, you know what I mean? And so I was just basically building these things nonstop. We've got hundreds and hundreds of them, and I've been trying to figure out what to do with this stuff, to be honest. The good thing is that this is satisfactory 100% on the city's waste disposal. The problems really rise in the reinforced concrete now, and some of the other things. So we've got to figure out how to get the reinforced concrete to it. Up here, you can see that this is where the reinforced concrete is, and then we were dropping off a bunch of cement, but now that's ran out, or there's some sort of problem with it. So I'm guessing that this needs to be moved back, and we can do that right now. We can get this thing going. So let's just do that and grab all these things, thingamajiggies and piggies and all that wonderfulness. And this is my very first time playing this, and I've noticed that there's so many different ways to go about it. And I'm sure when I build my next map, I'll think about things probably quite a bit differently than I did with this. So let's just go here, sulfur. There we are. Oops. Totally overboard there. Sulfur. There. We'll get this back and going and not have as many problems there. Okay, there we are. So we're actually pulling from two different spots here. It is a little bit more, but this one down here is really not taking that much, so I don't think it's too problematic. So let's go through and see if we can figure out what to do here. We're gonna need eventually more of this. We've got tons of rails that we're making. We want to get compost to it, and so that's one of the big questions, is what can we do to get compost? So I'm gonna go through everything here. So let's look at the factory. So the factory will make, oh my god, it makes compost. Oh god, how the heck did we miss this the whole entire time? Well, that feels just crazy. Okay, so now all we have to do is get this thing to make compost. We don't need the greenhouse. Well, we do. I mean, we need the greenhouse. We don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is gonna be so simple now. So let's get the factory going right here. Compost. And I just need to bring carbon to it. So that should be quite simple. Carbon is up here. And it's actually picking up compost right here. So I could actually start the factory here. this might not be a bad spot. Start the factory here, compost, and then bring it 2 different things. So nitrogen, which is 1. So right here, we will switch this to nitrogen. And then it should be pulling there, okay. And then carbon will be the next thing. And carbon is going to be a little bit hard to go by here. Does the factory make carbon as well? I guess I should check. No, it doesn't make carbon. The only thing that makes carbon, I should go through here and look. I believe is an atmospheric. That appears to be what it is. But yeah, I've just been feeling a little off tonight. I don't know if I'm just under the weather, I guess. So what do these need? These polymers are needing carbon. And so that appears to be the problem here. Again, it's just not enough stuff. Huh. I would have never thought that we would have ran out of that, but sure enough we did. So let's go here. We're gonna do dualies. I need to get at least around this though, so let's take that out. Double, 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 double. And then we do that. Same thing as we always have done. Let's see if we can increase that to something more. It kind of needs to be, this kind of needs to go right here. Can make that connection there. Hopefully it'll pull it to the front. That's what I'm hoping. Doesn't look like it's doing that, but it might eventually start to fill in. And if I can get this, well, this I've got all the nitrogen in the world too. I need that building. I wonder if something will use the oxygen. Does anything use oxygen? I just need to figure out something to do with it. It's crazy. I'm not seeing anything that uses that. Let's switch over here. Iron, sulfur. So tempered steel, which will be something we have to make here. Nope, not seeing anything that does that. And what is needed for tempered steel? Like, what do you get from it? Heat-treated iron-based alloy with high toughness. I wonder what it goes into. That'd be the interesting one. Alright, so carbon is starting to fill up a little bit more by more now, which is good. And then I'm just gonna go like this and get rid of all of these again. I know that this is not the way that we're supposed to be doing this, but for right now I haven't figured out how to get rid of the oxygen. And I have boatloads of it, which is just crazy. So that is what I've came up with so far. Alright, so there's that. Looks like a little bit less. And then these are starting to fill up. And I just need compost. Compost is needed. Yeah, see, that's still not making enough. Or not compost, carbon. How else can we get carbon, I wonder? Carbon. Polymer, of course, takes carbon. We kind of need to keep that going, though. But at least these are getting kind of stacked now. I guess we could do more. More of these. This is probably really overkill, but... And you know what? I'm gonna do a little sneak. I'm gonna just see. I'm gonna sneak it. I'm just gonna look. I don't usually like to do this, but like... what to do with oxygen. I just have to look for a second. It looks like nobody knows what to do. I mean, I'm looking at this extra oxygen. It says you can just let the O2 sit in the depot for the nearest supply center for when you're growing. I'm not finding anybody figuring out what to do with it. Huh. It says that it continues actually to build these even with the excess oxygen. So I think we might be fine the way that this is putting it. So maybe that's the case. I don't know. Let's go here. Here. And again, we're just gonna keep doing this. This whole area, this is a massive, massive section. Can't believe how crazy we're getting on this, but... I need carbon, and I need it to, like, catch up to the system here. Now, it says it'll keep going, so let's just see if it actually keeps going. Maybe I don't have to actually delete it. I'm seeing it really starting to max up now. So it looks like it's actually working pretty well. That's 1, 2. So I think we should be able to grow this back area. And there, that's fully working now. Man, that is a lot of oxygen. Well, if I don't need it, well, let's just see what happens. Let's get rid of this. I don't really need all these. I can fill that with something else. Okay. Look at all of this carbon trying to drop off. It's just crazy. So it says that it'll do, you know, do the carbon. So if that's the case, then I'll just frog hop this thing over here. There's more than enough carbon here. I'm gonna have these guys actually stop. Maybe not have them stop. I thought there was a train dropping stuff off. The train is dropping off compost. Okay, it's picking up compost. So there's nothing really dropping this off. So let's see here. I need to get me the carbon. Good God, that's a lot of carbon now. It's starting to pile up, but let's see if anything is max. No, it doesn't look like it. I think it's actually working the way it's supposed to be working. crazy. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna take the carbon from one spot and get it to another. These are just on an infinity loop. I feel like this is so kind of... it's instrued. It's like all over the place. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense what we're building. But, you know, the atmospheric extractors, those came in handy. They really did. These things right here are making it, so they are taking care of that well. We're gonna eventually have more waste production, and then we're gonna have to figure out another plan to do with it. But for now, let's just grab this right here, and let's see here. There's tons of nitrogen, so let's just grab a truck. Let's grab them right here. I'm gonna tell these trucks that I want them to drop it off right there, and I just want them to drop off the nitrogen. Oh no, sorry, carbon. I already have nitrogen. Yeah, right here. So we can get a truck to pick, I'm guessing, those up. They're almost full. Kind of wanted to see these fill up, but more and more it does not seem like that's happening. Let's do another road here. Does that take that out? Does that go underneath it? Okay, so I think it'll actually pick up there. Maybe. No, let's put a few more of these right there. And 1, 2, 1, 2. So that should pick up everything. There, it looks like it's finally starting to catch up now. And then all I need is flipping carbon here. Let's just add, or we could move it from here. That's a case. I don't want it to stop the production fully. There's the compost. And this is really just fine, being able to build that up. Yeah, let's build it right here. What the heck? All of these trucks are coming in. I don't think they need probably 40 trucks. Probably 20 is good enough. And then right in this section, we'll just do both of them. So do one of these. And then right here, we'll then do the nitrogen. I didn't really want to touch this until I knew that it was going to be okay, but I think she's going to be fine. Then right here, we'll grab our truck. And I'm going to tell that truck, hey, I want you to drop this off there, buddy. Drop off that nitrogen. And those kind of look like they're starting to get stacked now. It's definitely caught up, production-wise. I mean, we could go... I guess we could break it out right here. We kind of need that to go here to get that around. Is that farther enough? I need this to go there. Okay, there we go. That works. So then I build this like that. This here. That there. And... oh, I didn't need it right there. There. It gets it around there. And we put these last sections in. Okay. So there is our craziness, and believe it or not, it's a good thing that we built those things because we used a lot of them. And I just kind of want to go through the selections here because I feel like we're missing a few things. So this makes plastic waste, organic, and nitrogen. So organic waste and nitrogen. And in the factory, we can just make that, right? So I'm just wondering on here. The organic waste, what we've been doing with it, is that the organic waste, we have been taking that and making the compost. But here we could do dualies of it, really. I'm just thinking of switching up our waste thing here. Like redoing this whole thing. I mean, we can keep this working, but get rid of maybe these other ones. And just try to feed the population. Oh wow. They're actually not getting the reinforced concrete that they still need, and I wonder what the problem is here. This thing is still not performing. No, it's not able to perform that. Look at that. These guys are doing totally fine, but they just are not filling the trucks. I feel like it's so misconstrued that we should start like a new one, but I kind of want to keep going. Let's use another spot here. So let's get like all this going. There we go. Perfect. All right, Ducky, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be when we finally figure out how to stop running out of stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then, of course, sulfur. And just have one section. I think that's what we're gonna do too from now on. Have one section that really takes it out. We used to like bring it in different areas, but right now I'm thinking no. I'm just gonna have one spot that just from now on takes it. Seems like the computer gets confused quite easily. There. Perfect, okay. And then right here, we will have our train. But hopefully we'll fill this thing off. And we won't have to worry anymore. This is where we're dropping off stuff, so I'm just gonna go right there. Bring the train through. I'm gonna take the train back out. And since we have 7,000 rail, I think we will be very much fine. There. And then we're just gonna connect these. Can I not connect that? Yeah, it's gonna do that weird thing. Okay. And the train right here is gonna drop off that. Further like right there. Drops off sulfur. And there now each one is functioning. The temperature, as you can see, has continued to rise. Let's see how they're doing though. Which is right up here. Because I'm thinking that there can't be a lot left of the one. Is there? Where is that taking it? Oh, now my game's getting stuck again. It's been doing this on this map. I just keep getting stuck. And I'm stuck again. What the? I don't know what's going on. It's like glitching out on me. Huh. My keyboard like locks up. I'll hit escape, then it'll move one. and then it's fine for a little bit, but then it goes back to the weird thing. I don't know what is going on. Huh. See, this moves that we can just do this, I guess, but it's odd the way that it does those things. This is dropping off boatloads of stuff here. That's what I love about this game. It's just absolutely amazing. And then this guy should be dropping off stuff. Let's get a few, maybe 3 trains. There's a full train right there. Now this section is getting pulled from. And again, I'm gonna do that same thing I kind of did before. Or the unloading section. It's kind of like an even sort of thing on both sides. So, is this finally done? Yeah, I mean, it finally got caught up. These ones back here, oh my god, look at this. Oh, no wonder they can't get to their thing here. This is the reason why. This needs to be duals there. They won't be able to pull that back end. Okay, so finally that we've got this done, we've got one truck that's kind of dropping stuff off. And we can do, of course, the factory. And we're going to do compost. And what's funny is now we don't have the reinforced concrete, but that should be filled now. Good God. Like, they're having trouble at this end of getting product. Just so weird, because, like, they did fine before. Let's do this. Not really seeing, I guess it's just kind of running out. A bunch of stuff back here. That's all grabbing it. And I think there's like 2 more spots there. And these are all bad. Sin, good to see you. How you been today? Hopefully you're doing well. We're gonna switch over here on a new game. I just thought I'd check this out for a little bit more. Having quite a bit of problems, but you know, this is what's really interesting. Look at this area. I mean, it's almost fully depleted. It's crazy from where we started, but I think we're on to the final stretch here. For a first time, I mean, I kind of threw everything wherever. I would have liked to have done a little bit better, but it's okay. It's okay. We need to get the compost over here to them. This relatively, wow, that is quick the way that that fills up. I'm gonna do another 20 trucks. And we'll just do this. That. And one of these in each spot. So now that we have massive amounts of compost, we should have massive amounts of food, but food's not the problem, that's the stupid reinforced concrete. Are we getting that? Okay, so here's dual. Let's see how they do with dual. Can they unload all of that? And get that one there. Okay, so kind of. And this one over here. I think it's almost too much for it. It's not much of a section left on that one either. There's that little patch there. This is a massive patch. this is pulling it down here. So if we see that this section over here was dropping this off. And this does take a lot, which is considerable. The other thing here, this was dropping off some stuff up here. Where was that coming from? Oh wow, this one's almost out too. No, but I think it'd be cool to try one where you kind of have, at least we've got the water going in that. But I feel like this is a kind of a mess in a way. It's a mess, but at least it's my mess. It is mine. Doesn't make a lot of sense, and to be honest, I don't think I make a lot of sense tonight. I definitely feel under the weather. Feel like, I hope I'm not getting sick, but I do feel a little weird. Do feel a tad bit weird. Compost there. We're gonna frog hop this thing. Frog hopping. It's easy. And I don't feel the... Let me see here. Is that too far? I think that's doing it. This one goes here. Actually, we don't... Yeah, that one goes there. Let's just do a line. We're just gonna do a line to it. There. And it'll fill up very quickly. But now we should have boatloads of food. Just need to get a dang reinforced going here. I got one job. One flippin' job. I guess I'm gonna have to go up here too. Get that train going. This should have all it needs though. Yeah. Let's up that. Again though, none of this is sustainable. So eventually we'll have to move, and that's what I'm really worried about because there doesn't appear to be enough things on here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This is even melting. So you know water's got to be coming because we are starting to really push the heat elements here. Let's do this last thing. Let's get this going. The train system should be coming and dropping this off. Should be able to finish that. Oh, there's my keyboard getting stuck again. Such a weird thing. I don't know why it does that. Can I keep these guys going? Yeah, I can. Let's do another couple trains. There's that one right there, that subsection. This is almost depleted. Still got a ways to go, though. A little ways to go. Got so many of these things, I don't even care to delete them. I'm just gonna override them. Okay, is this thing good yet? Is it doing good? Doesn't look like it. This one's sure melting the caps, though. We're really starting to terraform. And now, I would expect tons of food here. Actually, that can't connect. I just realized that. These are really filling up. All right. So there's that one. Save that. We're going to switch it over. Switching it over. I like that game. That's a good game. It's it's fun. It's definitely interesting. But I am pumped to try this new game for the night. So I will be back very shortly. But about 5 minutes, and we'll do a short little stream of like the opening of the new game. I'm pumped. I'll see you very soon.